Today could be the day that your career comes to a close. So, what's your next move? I said I better get to work. Remember to rest at the end, not in the middle. This is a principle I strive to live by. I won't simply rest on my laurels, I'll continue to push forward. There are countless questions I've yet to ask and answers I've yet to find. I'm just gonna keep going. And I'll figure these things out as I go. I just keep building like this. I try to always live by that. Have a dream, make sacrifices, and never allow yourself to rest in the middle. When I first got into the NBA, I thought, this team is so tough and hard. One of the most memorable things I did was return to the gym when everyone else was eating and doing other things in the restaurant. How can I prove to you that I have the edge? You do it through training, right? So, my daughter comes with me when I get up in the morning, 4 a.m. My 15-year-old daughter goes with me. She accompanies me to the gym before school, and it becomes a daddy-daughter thing. It's truly amazing. This routine has helped her grasp the importance of hard work. It is through these shared experiences that she finds her motivation. I believe greatness is defined by the ability to inspire those around you. That, to me, is the true essence of greatness. But it's not something that stays with one person until they die. How can you get someone to inspire someone else, and they will then inspire someone else? This is how you can make something that lasts forever. It's not like just sitting around and being happy. Your job as a leader is to get the best out of it. You have to deal with it. Face it. Learn from it. When you win, it's fun. When you lose, it's exciting. Why? Because the process should be exactly the same. Obviously, it'll take a lot of work to deal with that stuff. But what if today is the day that you miss it? What would you do? What can I say? Mamba out. My parents were wonderful. Growing up, they taught me how important it is to be creative and curious. Understanding that if you want to accomplish something, I'm not just going to sit here and tell you that you can do whatever you want. Yes, you can. But you also have to work hard to get there. They taught me this thing when I was very young. When you're a kid, you may think the world is your oyster and you can do anything. But work hard enough and grow up having that fundamental belief. My father and mother played influential roles in my life, each contributing their impact at different junctures. My mom was there daily. During a crucial period when I was around 10 or 11 years old, my father made a profound difference. There was a particular summer when I dedicated myself to basketball. Yet, I failed to score even a single point throughout those months. Not one. You didn't score a point even once? Not one. Were you playing? I was in the game. Why didn't you score? Because I was terrible. Nothing, not even a free throw. Not a lucky shot, not a breakaway dunk. 0 points. I remember being upset about it and crying over it. My dad used to give me a warm hug and tell me, listen, whether you get a 0 or a 60, I'll still love you. The most important thing you can tell your child is that thing. Because after that, I thought, okay, that gives me all the confidence in the world to fail. I had peace of mind there. But to hell with that, I would score 60. Let's go. From there, I went to work. I didn't give up, and I kept practicing over and over again. It was then that I realized the importance of adopting a long-term perspective. I perceived that I couldn't surpass these kids within a week or even a year. That was when I had to step back and devise a new strategy. What was the first thing I wanted to work on? All right, shooting. All right, let's knock this out. I mapped out a plan for the next 6 months, committing myself to a relentless focus on shooting. Following that, I shifted my focus to developing the ability to create my own shot. I began assembling a repertoire of moves and techniques, creating a comprehensive menu of offensive skills. And when I returned the following summer, I could already see progress, albeit slight. Then, by the time I reached the ages of 13 and 14, things took a remarkable turn. I started outperforming everyone on the court, leaving my competitors in the dust. I did not anticipate it to occur in 2 years, but it did. I always held in high esteem that what I had to do was work on the basics and the fundamentals. While my competitors heavily relied on their athleticism and natural talents, I remained steadfast in my commitment to the fundamentals. Gradually, my dedication began to pay off as I started to catch up with them. Then, my body, specifically my knees, ceased hurting. I grew into my frame. The fight is over. It was game over. I loved the game and the challenge. I would watch Magic. I would see Michael play. I would see them perform these incredible feats. And I'd secretly admire and think to myself, can I attain that level? I'm unsure, but let's find out. Let's find out. My curiosity about how far I could drive this thing led me down this path. With the 13th pick in the 1996 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets selected Kobe Bryant from Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania. A future filled with greatness awaited this young talent. It was then that I learned the value of hard work. Approaching the game with a serious mindset is essential. There was a stretch in 03 where Shaq was sidelined due to an injury. Phil called me to his office and said, "Okay, we need you to really turn on the afterburners and start scoring the ball if we have to win." I did just that, and the result was scoring 40-plus points in 9 straight games. However, Shaq returned during the penultimate game of that stretch. Phil called me into his office and said, "Kobe, okay, I need you to dial it back." I was puzzled and asked, "Why?" "We're winning." "I don't understand." "It's because our goal is to win a championship. But if we keep doing this, we will lose Shaq. We'll lose him. His motivation, his excitement. What triggers him off, right? So I need you to move Shaq forward for June." That was the biggest challenge, going from being the only strong player to realizing, okay, I need to help these other guys. Or lift everyone else up. It was hard. It's more like you put yourself aside and try to understand how they feel by putting yourself in their shoes. Then you have to decide, okay, what buttons do I need to push for this player to get them to the next level? So you can't just sit around and be happy or lucky all the time. Your job as the leader is to get the most out of them, even if they might not like it now. It was very demanding because he expected everyone to work as hard as he did. That wasn't possible. You're neither behind me nor ahead of me. You're right there, parallel with me. Right away, the practice was callous. You already know about Kobe. He didn't let me slip a lot. Whenever I got kicked off the court, was about to get a technical foul, or went off the deep end, he was there to set me straight, which helped me a lot. Kobe Bryant serves as a timeless source of inspiration and motivation. Through his relentless pursuit of greatness, unwavering work ethic, and commitment to mastering the fundamentals, Kobe demonstrated what it truly means to have an indomitable spirit. The Mamba mentality teaches us to embrace challenges, learn from failures, and continuously push ourselves beyond our limits.